Hello and welcome to Vintage Magazine Monday, Rod and Custom, March 1958. Got a great looking customized Ford there. Looks like to be its section, big old fins, and some bright red paint. Customizing hints for all cars, speed tips for the 58 engines, space age styling for the 50 Ford. We got some Reader's Rides, the Barris Fire, and more inside here. Kick it off with that table of contents. Anybody that wants to look ahead. Eastern and Western customizers had formerly once faced each other across the car show floor, but Rod and Custom had two fierce competitors in the restyling field. Combined their talents on the Dream Truck, Bob Mentz left of Indiana and California's George Barris buried the hatchet in the above photo, and customizing as a whole benefits. Absolutely love the Dream Truck, one of the greatest custom pickups in my opinion. Here we got the starting line. Nobody wants to read that. Pause and read. Try to catch all the text for you guys if you do want to stop and read, but otherwise we'll just kind of check out photos mostly. Got a Latham supercharger there. Vast line of blowers. Popular make and model, both for the street and competition. Latham equipped cars took both first and second places in the hotly contested A-Gas class at the 57 National Championships. Pretty rare piece there. A Moon Automotive with a two-cycle McCullough engine. Over here we got Bell Auto with some polished aluminum air scoops for your brake backers. A little go-kart down there. Our readers right or wrong. If you guys want to read, it can be pretty entertaining to read. There is our coverage car. Leading contender for top custom of 58, Mead the Fabulous Trophy Taker. Again, obviously our cover car in that bright red finish. Pretty wild looking custom with those big old fins. Mild-mannered, unassuming owner-builder of this fine Ford was genuinely surprised at his first car show when trophy time rolled around. He ended up taking everything from a giant 7-foot-high sweepstakes award on down. Pretty wild profile. Original deck lid was entirely reshaped to balance the design. The fins, though sheet metal, are bonded to the quarter panels with fiberglass. Taillights are outlined with chromed strap metal. Lenses are backed with 4 lights. Only thing that's missing in the photos is it says it's got a hefty V8 complete with supercharger protruding upward from the carpeted floors, a short shift lever which actuates the Corvette Power Glide unit. Would have been nice to see the supercharged engine under the hood, but here we have the Trophy Taker's interior, and tastefully finished in red and black plastic to match the Fiesta red exterior. Upholstery was done by Stylecraft in Portland, Oregon. The only place allowed to touch the car, other than the owner-builder Courtney dash, is essentially stock 51 with chrome-backed controls. Another profile shot. The apparent length of the section couped is a result of thin bodyline, sweeping rear fender contours. The car is obviously a product of deep forethought and quality construction, evidence, reflections of paint. Too bad some of our better-known builders can't do as well. Little shots fired there. Definitely a unique looking unit. So rare. Tidy Deuce is clean to the point of sanitation. Quite the undershot there. A show car of show cars, this 32 Ford Coupe has an undercarriage that glistens with spotless, high-polished paint and chrome. Owned by George and Dick Collins of Whittier, California, the 5-window coupe has chrome drive shaft, springs, radius rods, and even pleated upholstery. A few more shots there. Every visible bolt and engine accessory, including special homemade headers, glistens with brilliant chrome. Even the firewall, battery holder, and steering column have been given special treatment. The engine itself is a 56 Olds V8 fitted with Hildebrand adapter. Car took well over a year to get in tip-top shape. The interior is flawlessly upholstered in light blue and white Naugahyde. The diamond-shaped tufted pleats are used throughout, including the headlining, kick pads, and door panels. The upholstery style has also been carried out in the trunk compartment. A dish-styled steering wheel, chrome windshield, and window sill moldings for their luxury look. Another shot underneath. Pleated ivory Naugahyde also is used underneath. Steering linkage, spindles, brake lines, and dual exhaust setup are completely chromed. Coupe is a rare custom indeed. Built almost strictly for show, Collins' Coupe has won literally scores of prizes at car shows. A reflecting display blanket is used to show off immaculate underpinnings. Here they are getting it prepped. Talk about the new V8 from Detroit. Pan through these if you guys want to read about it. Talk about all the things that are new, a lot of intake options, things like that. Of course, the introduction of our 348W motors for GM. Comparing their size, weight, dimensions. The hot little V8 of 55 and 357. Chrysler going to their wedge shape engine. Kind of need to read as they were coming out from Detroit. Hot rod options and things with the AMA going on. A lot of things were dropped as far as performance stuff. Sweet looking Mercury Marauder. The Clean Cool CAD. Unusual hood scoop detail left below admits air to answer demands of 6-carb Dragstar manifold. Note how edged of flames flow out of opening. Eldorado-like rear view shows fenders extended to flank the spare with sharp pointed fins. Looks can certainly fool, as you would be a stop sign drag fans can attest who might have met up with Tony Alvarez and his big cat on the streets of San Jose, California. For beneath the scallop-painted hood of the 5,400-pound Custom nestles a full-house Eldorado engine, fairly bristling with 425 cubic inches and estimated output of some 375 horses, but then maybe it's a standard shift transmission, which aids the gets geared convertible, but whatever, it storms. Pretty sweet, hot, and cool looking. High-style hauler. GM pickup served as a starting point for the Rod and Custom Dream truck, but not even the owner knew it until now. We got a long bed, pipe work. Definitely a cool looking work truck. Club Coupe's week of custom woe. The lost art of restyling dump trucks. Carl Kohler. A whole little story there. Here we got to the space age styling for the 50 Ford. Henry's mid-century line shows its ability to breast, if not best, the new stuff from Detroit. Just want to read, check out the great drawings. Really sharp looking one there, in my opinion. That's a great look. Got a heavily modified one there. Some Imperial quarter panels, totally reworked. Hard to tell it's a Shoebox Ford anymore. Over there, a 58 Pontiac front end. Looks like got some big old Chrysler. 57 Lincoln rear fins. Definitely unique. The only thing you can pick out there is kind of that trailing edge of the roof. Doubling up, being a twin-engined go-kart. Pick that up in the AMT 60 Chevy pickup. Get yourself a twin-engine go-kart. Reader's Roundup. Got a whole slew of Reader's rides we'll run through. Get that into focus. One of the better California entries was Gene Herman's 56 Ford. From a head-on, the four-door appears at first glance to be an Olds, but only because the entire grill unit was used from the big GM product. Customs were scarce in Kennewick, Washington until Gene Roper put the final touches on his 56 Ford. Under the louvered hood lurks a Thunderbird V8 loaded to the hilt with go goodies. Birmingham, Michigan is home to Mike's 54 Merc. Besides evident rework, the hood hides a well-modified engine. Needless to say, the fine black wagon has taken home more share of ribbons and cups. Fred Honeycutt's 50 Merc is the only custom in Salisbury, North Carolina, so he's understandably proud of it. A 12-coat lacquer job of Titian red cover quality metalwork on the convertible. All members of the Woody Keller's family, a 56 Chevy Sports Packard taillights and other exterior rework, and a potent mill. From LaGrange, Illinois comes Dan Doubler's 51 Hudson Pacemaker, a really customized car. Dechroming, a change in the side trim, and French lights help set this convert apart from its 200 brothers. Unfortunately, the Model A pickup bed sported by this 49 Plymouth Coupe cannot be seen, but a host of other ideas are evident in Dick Eno's Nevada-built custom. Coupe is restored from a complete wreck. Better known for its stock cars, Detroit is nevertheless the home. Terry's extremely well-designed 53 Ford convertible. The Michigan Custom is owner-built and required 3 months labor. We got a bunch more here we can fly through. A Ford from Ford's, New Jersey. That is Mike Dudash's 55 boasts conservative modifications, all of which nicely enhance its appearance. The power plant beneath the filled hood is a 54 Olds V8. Though conservatively restyled, Dave Poole's 50 Chevy copped 4 awards out of 6 shows in the Chicago area, possessing Olds, Ford, and Pontiac components. Coupe is GMC powered, painted blue. A Rancho, the hard way from Fort Worth, Texas. Arthur Bowers built his custom from a wrecked 55 Ford two-door without help from the outside. Spectators believe it to be the forerunner of the new pickup. Bob Stonoff's first restyling try resulted in this 36.3 window, at one time tops in popularity for customizing. Restyled 40 fenders and hood update. This Bedford, Indiana Olds powered black coupe. A 56 Chevy supplied the grille for Ernie Kemperman's 51 Ford ragtop. Silver and Titian red colors enhance the exterior of this Long Island, New York custom. Design shows much thought. A Texan, never to be outdone, turns up with a rarely restyled Stewed, a 51 four-door. Bob Leslie's Houston special, though conservatively done, is a head turner, what with its Chevy grille and metallic blue paint job. Jeff Hess's 56 Olds approach its heralded by its hood scoop, lights that are Frenched and trimless hood, triple carburation assist performance in this New York car. A loaded Chrysler V8 powers Bud's chopped 52 Ford half-ton, torch red lacquer, helped bring the Rockford, Illinois customized pickup through 3 major shows with top honors in each. I read the wrong one there. That is for this pickup here. A little confusing. Here we got the fiberglass as a main factor in the customized of Roy Elms Ford. Besides using the custom for ordinary driving, Roy reports it as a fine tow car for hauling a coupe to the drag races near Fowler, California. J.S. Peach says he could have slapped huge fins on his 50 Ford, but he preferred simplicity and went the conservative route instead. No rounded wheel cutouts. Home is Fort Lauderdale, Florida. We got a couple more over here. California's Harbor City of Willington boasts this nifty Ford of 53 vintage, restyled by Bob Borges. Light blue and white paint enhance the metal modification. Bob's wife reports to us. Miami, Florida is the home of Joe Wilson's 34 Chevy. 3 years hard labor resulted in this eye-stopper. A Chevy Corvette V8 powers the trim little coupe and other assorted parts. Update it. There you go. A little mix up there, but no big deal. Aaron C's. Anybody wants to catch the comic? Pre-war winner. The 36 Ford Roadster would have been a more popular car had there been more of them made. As it is, the cars rarely seen today. Those that are almost always bearing the custom touch for since the Roadster's appearance. Late in 35, it has been a favorite for alterations. Dick Archibald's Roadster embodies most of the favorite customizing tricks popular to prior World War II. The padded chop top, the drop front end, the ribbed rear bumper, the Packard grille are all old standbys. Power is by Flathead. Monterey, California is home to Archibald Custom Shop, and the owner Roadster is ruling evidence of the shop's quality workmanship. Other than its purple paint job and engine from a 50 Merc, these photos might have been snapped back in 42 or even earlier. The Ford's dash is filled with a complement of Stuart Warner gauges. Note the one-piece hood top carefully louvered. In addition to being a real looker, the white-topped Roadster, convertibles have side windows, holds several strip records. Definitely a classic looking custom. Dragon to scale, Rod Customs in miniature. Now the younger set can get into the drag racing act. Here's how to build an all-weather drag strip right in your own home. Doing some slot drag racing. Rod and Custom brought to Hot Rodders everywhere last October the first word of brand new hobby, one which combined actual driving ability with model building, and the result is a year-round source of pleasure since all the action takes place indoors. Called rail racing, the hobby started in England, then spread quickly to Canada, Australia, and now the U.S. In the course of initial report, we hinted that it might be feasible to build a drag strip rather than a twisting road course, since enthusiasts in this country are hep to straightaway acceleration trials and don't necessarily dig sharp corners. So it comes as to no surprise that the country's leading rail club, Model Auto Racing Association, rushed a drag course to completion. Here's an insight on how the track and cars were built and how you could build a similar setup right in your own basement. Still going on today. Popular slot drags. Check out some of these vintage units. Another Rod and Custom Bird Bulletin. Nose news is good news. Building a new beak for a bird. Artist rendition there. Stripping it down. A little wire mock-up. Cardboard cutouts. Lots of templates to get it right. modifications. Kind of the finished units. Interesting look for a T-Bird. And on to Honest Charlie Speed Shop. Cool parts. And fireman saved my custom, well-known flame job goes up in smoke. Chop Merc was ready for delivery to customer when fire struck at Barris Customs in Southern California. You won't see the dream truck in these photos, but it's only because Lady Luck was with us. A burned out transmission bearing delayed delivery of our famed half-ton pickup to Barris Customs, where after a one-day car show in the neighborhood, the hauler was slated for new alterations in preparations for a dozen forthcoming displays. As it turned out, the transmission was not repaired until Wednesday, and on Thursday when the driver reached the Linwood, California shop, the site shown here greeted his eyes. The well-known shop and 12 of its customized cars in various construction stages caught fire when electrical wires shorted out during the night. When sparks reached the paint area, Bluey, up it went. Lost her Archie Moore's $25,000 magnesium-bodied Jaguar, a new Imperial just readied for an oil company president, a 57 Bird in for a paint job, Jane Mansfield's Jaguar Roadster, a newly completed Top Chop Merc, assorted street roadsters, and Dean Jeffries' adjoining striping emporium. Other publicized cars, Barris' Copper Cart pickup among them, were fortunately yet in shipment from Oregon Show. Famed pickup Wildcat totally destroyed, rests near shop door at right. Two onlookers discuss the ashes of Archie Moore's Jag. Among the 12 cars destroyed were a 57 Bird, nearly finished Roadster, a new Imperial. Here's a front shot of a Merc. Diagonalized quad lights, note lead melted at front edge of hood. So there's the front of that Merc and the tail. Unfortunate event. Reader's car of the month. Another 4951 Ford. Nice customizing. Definitely giving it some shape. Subtle fin work. Nice grill work. Pretty clean looking Ford. J.C. Whitney's catalog. Hopping up the V8s. If anybody's still reading that. Give you a little run through there. The large Ford, 430 cubic inch Ford motor, Lincolns and Mercurys. Had a little run in the drag scenes. Reader's rights. Dragging to scale. Of course, back pressure, always a nice read. And there we are, the end of March 1958. Again, if you made it to the end, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.